Now more of Uncharted, the search for the gold doubloon.
Just one.
No, the search for the gold Jesus, the blood of Jesus.
The blood of Jesus.
The gold.
The search for
Little Drakey
Davy
and his
Jones's hemorrhoids.
little Drakey and the mystery of the golden Jesus.
You know, guys, Drake started from the bottom.
Daddy
Now we're
Sully,
here.
where
Wheelchair
did Jesus
Jimmy.
come from? He came from the blood of Jesus.
Man,
Nathan
this
Drake
loading
was
screen.
once Wheelchair Jimmy.
He was. He's wheelchair Jimmy.
I like this backstory that we're creating.
So what are we doing again? We're just in a
So remember we saw the glass, the looking glass,
the gold Jesus. Yeah,
the golden Jesus.
We just finished off at a cutscene. I forget what the cutscene was.
right, and it was Rafe.
Ray Fiennes.
Ray Fiennes.
Yep.
Ray Phineas.
And
Ralph
Phineas Gage.
What's
Phineas.
her face?
Phineas
There's
Q.
Jesus.
Jesus man face.
Ooh, blood
What's
of
that behind him?
Jesus.
You gonna grab it?
A glowy.
You gonna grab that Jesus?
Grab Jesus.
Why weren't the collectibles Jesuses in this? Jesus.
Yeah, what is the plural of Jesus?
Nobody knows.
Jesusi?
Nobody.
Good job. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
I
Fire
at least
start.
have to go through
Jesus
5 minutes of me
Yes.
relearning the controls every time.
Good. I'm
Yeah,
glad.
I know. I get it. You don't
You
have to
gonna
tell
go-
me.
You're
You're not gonna go
Bad.
grab that Jesus again? Did that not save?
It's
No,
I guess
that
we'll
seems
never know.
automatically.
I like how you can fall into that pit and die, but you fall the same distance and shatter both your fucking femurs, but that's okay.
He was out of the game zone.
right.
You ever watched Reboot?
Highway to the game zone!
Because video games, Tom.
But it's highway to the game zone, guys.
Get it.
Do you have a trampoline?
Ooh, a trambampoline!
A trampoline.
Blumps.
Every week I'm reminded why we're all friends.
Wait, he's not even gonna try to like. Okay.
So wait,
never
why
mind.
are you just
Wait.
going back like a bitch?
No.
No, I think it's.
Okay, so
I know. Yeah.
yeah.
But like he could have
Ooh,
like
you gotta thread the needle.
he could have like fucking bounced you up there. Well, I don't get that.
Why don't you just
Why don't you just? Come on.
Suck it.
just keep banging off the walls?
Yep.
Yep. you're
Ah,
doing it.
my knees!
And this is why you don't have as many moons as I do in Mario Odyssey.
Wow. That's it.
Yeah, because that is the fucking currency of life. That's how you know your life has meaning.
I can't
I mean,
get
look
over
how,
the fact that you
look
keep
how
fucking.
good he is, though.
I can't
Look
get
how
over the
good.
fact that you're
Oh.
just fucking banging off the wall. Like you go so far back and you're just like, oh shit,
It's just reenacting what it would look like if any of us were spelunking,
right?
smacking our
Die,
heads off.
and then when you die at your funeral, I'm gonna go. But Mike Ando was the best person
the
ever because he
collectibles-
collected all of the moons in Mario Odyssey.
But what about the collectibles? He's not finding all the Jesuses.
I hope we die at the same time and they compare our Mario scores.
We just have a leaderboard on our tombstones.
There you go.
high score?
Anda was a
Mike
fucking
Ando
life.
wins at life because he had more
We're
moons.
definitely getting closer to the cathedral.
Are we? Dug up nya or dug up nya?
I want somebody to
I'm-
write something very vague on my like
Gotta
if
say,
well
this
okay
is far
first of
more
all
sophisticated
I want
than
you
I
to
was
just
expecting.
burn me and just go ahead and put me into like a pot.
Must have taken
Pot.
Yeah, like I don't need any.
Not a crock pot.
I
We're
don't-
just gonna put
yeah,
you in a
crock pot.
Okay.
filled with cheese.
You know what? That
From
you said
whence
it.
he ate, he shall
Tom,
return.
Tom,
It's legally
Tom.
binding. You said it on audio. You want to be.
Now that you said you want to be in a pot, now we're just gonna recreate the scene from Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
We're gonna put you in a coffee can, and it's gonna go all over Ando's face.
Yeah, who's gonna be the
mad
fuck
at him.
up to try to spread the ashes? Get
mean,
him every-
Me, of course. Not because
You're
I
doing a
want
good
to,
job here, Adam.
because
What are you
I'm
doing?
the fuck up.
He's doing.
I
He's
deserve to be
pantomiming.
the fuck up.
It just looked like he was standing there, like pretending to pull it. Like, ah, yes.
I know how to pull rope.
This is heavier than I thought.
I'm working on it.
Oh, where are all those scarves coming from?
We can hook our ropes onto this.
But yeah, I want my pot to say something vague like he wanted this. What did he want? I don't know.
Or just go. Yep, that's it.
That's Tom.
So
You're
that-
gonna be
that's
that
where you wanted
asshole
it.
on Facebook that just makes shit really vague.
Yes, except
no.
on my deathbed, so it's funnier.
No, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna act. We're gonna have your Facebook login information, and then continue
Oh my
to
god,
post from
yeah,
Facebook?
just act like me forever.
We're gonna Andy Kaufman this.
We'll change,
We've
we'll change it to
already
Ghost Tom.
discussed how we want to fake our own death. The best thing would be fake that you're.
Yep, that's
the
what you wanted
fake
to
that
do.
You actually died.
Right.
That's the best thing ever.
So has
We
anybody
just make it. We just carry you around like you're Bernie from Weekend at Bernie's.
has anybody seen this meme? It's like my friend got into a car accident and was in a coma for 3 weeks.
I lived, bitch.
And it's a picture of her putting putting peace up, and it says "I lived, bitch."
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was an actual thing. She was in a coma and she woke up
Yeah.
and like sent that to someone. Yeah.
That's
Hook our ropes onto this.
that's what I want on my Facebook profile after I die.
So are you doing this the right way? Because you died last time.
Oh, that's what it looks like.
Although my new favorite one is the tweet of that girl saying, "Guys only want one thing and it's disgusting," and then people put something after it. So like for this, you just put the blood of Jesus afterwards because that's all guys really
Of
want.
Jesus.
The blood of Jesus.
Oh shit! There was a Dark Souls one that I just saw. It was
Someone put up the Bloodborne 2 logo after that one.
It was a picture of Gale, the guy from the DLC, because when you fight him as the final boss in the DLC, he says, "I want that thing you have,
That
your
thing
Dark
you
Soul."
have, your Dark Soul.
So I saw that, I'm like, God damn it!
Can't go through there.
Never even seen that guy, but I know about the meme. I've seen that enough times.
Over here.
There's a
That's
meme.
the DLC of the first one, right?
No, that's the second one.
Okay.
He's in the first one, but
This place wasn't.
he's the boss of the second one.
Okay, that explained it because I barely
I
played
still
two.
have yet to beat that second DLC. It's so fucking hard.
Holy crap.
Of Dark Souls
Yeah, I also like stopped playing it after like the first week I got it. So
after we streamed it.
Now is-
we didn't do the DLC, did we?
We planned on it. We never did.
Yeah, we never did
We
do
was
that.
just like, fuck it. We're just going to finish the game.
Yeah.
All right. April 1701. Let it be known. I, Thomas Howard, captain of the Dauntless, am a gullible fool. It started with a cross, a cryptic message from my old compatriot. With a vague promise of paradise, I was skeptical. But the thought of living the remainder of my days at home, wondering what might have been, was way too much to bear. And no one does... one does not ignore a letter from the king of pirates.
Hey Adam, remember that time
Pirates?
you made fun of me for reading stuff and
I'm doing it
Silent
now.
Hill?
I'm going to
Yeah.
take the abuse.
It's fucking hard, isn't it?
I survived being marooned on the coast of Madagascar. I survived the attack
You're
of the
a
East
maroon!
Indian Pembroke. But I will not survive this. My leg is broken and my
My
crew,
legs are broken.
too cowardly to set foot in these damned caverns, cannot hear my calls for help. Who could have imagined my deeds would bring me here to die a noble death
An
so far from home?
ignoble death.
Ignoble. May God himself curse you.
Come on. Stop it. All right. He's nervous.
I'm nervous. I'm autistic, guys.
This is his first day.
Yeah.
It's his first day on the job.
It's like elementary school all over again. Adam, read for the class.
Today, Junior.
Yep. And then Adam Sandler berated me in front of the whole school. It was terrible.
that really
So here's a really good one-up cup quality story for you about middle school Tom. So of course we had one of those moments where it's like, oh, we're in
run,
we had
run.
like an English class, and it was like we were all reading like a book together. So it was like one person would read and then the next person would read and whatever. So I'm like it was like they had like a reading rug kind of thing where you like could go to the back of the room and everybody would sit down and
Reading
read.
Rugbo.
Yes, reading Rugbo. Thank you, Bird. But so we would all sit there, and I was laying on the floor with my feet up on like the back of on a chair, and I started to read, and then I just fucking ripped gigantic, unholy ass like I've never unleashed in my life. And every girl ever was grossed out. Forever.
And you died alone, miserable.
Yes. That's the end of the story. Every girl ever
going.
heard that fart.
Trying.
Keep going.
What are you doing?
You got this.
I'm trying. It wouldn't let me jump.
I like how you're just like switching hands. You're like, nope, not this one. Nope. Wait, what about, yes, no.
I feel like a hamster. Oh, fuck.
heavier than I am. I don't know about that.
I hope it fucking launches him. I hope it fucking yes. Not what I expected, but okay.
Hey, nice. Oh, crap.
Of course.
Oh.
That is the slowest run he could
Yeah,
have
you
done.
didn't really try on that one.
I got you.
I'm sorry.
There, thanks.
It's not about you. It's about the game, Adam.
I know. It's always about the game here at the One Up Club.
Time to play the game.
End of this thing.
Listen, we all can't play glitch fests
Hey,
like fucking
a bit dramatic with the
Spider-Man
statues
and Evil Within, or fucking almost unplayable games like Condemned or Ninja.
here. Elaborate tests.
God damn it. I watched one of those Ninja episodes the other day, and I forgot how fucking funny that shit was.
Oh god.
That shit
What
where
a
we figured out you have to
disastrous piece
walk
of
through
shit.
The water, and there's like little pathways you
Yeah.
have to follow.
Fucking terrible.
cross.
And the fucking giant crabs that just show up out of nowhere.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
fucking
God.
terrible.
Whoa,
It's
don't
so dumb.
touch it. Why? Look at it. It's the only valuable thing we've seen in this cave. Right.
It's the golden
This is another
Jesus.
test. Agreed. Yeah. Or lack thereof. Okay, so
I just saw the Family Guy skit where it's the Indiana Jones thing.
Uh-huh.
And what's the guy from the honeymoon's like, just pick it up already!
pretty sure we'll have
Oh,
to do.
shit.
Just one now.
Yeah, just take one pepperoni.
Ooh, I want a pepperoni.
Oh, that sounds so good.
I had a pizza hoagie today, and it was like 95% cheese.
Is
You
that
like-
bad?
Okay,
1% sauce and 4%
You want-
pepperoni.
you want to talk garbage hoagies? I had the... For the first time in my life, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try this. I got the Pilgrim
recognize the
today.
shape? That's Madagascar.
Ah!
That was a regret, though.
Yeah, I was going to say, I bet that was nice and fucking terrible.
That wasn't a great one ever.
Here.
By the
that-
way, the Pilgrim,
Yeah, I was gonna. What sold me on it was like, oh, okay,
King's Bay.
it's stuffing bread.
right. And then you realize that it came from Get-Go, which is the gas station version of Giant Eagle.
Yeah,
I got the
Avery.
one that had like egg rolls on it the
This
one
was
time.
supposed
Ugh.
to be it.
Oh,
was
the
the guy-
the General So.
Yeah,
I mean,
Ooh.
it took like fucking 20 minutes to make.
North Pole.
And I know Tom is a
Outer
big
space?
defender of Get-Go, but when I go somewhere
Nathan.
like Get-Go or Sheetz and my food
Those who
takes
prove
fucking
worthy.
20-25 minutes to make, fuck you.
Paradise awaits.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
I've had that.
was
I think like
recruiting.
Get-Go is the only one that I've
Avery
had to wait
was
forever for
recruiting.
food. Like if I go to like
Anytime I've
Sheetz,
ever gotten it.
like Sheetz, Speedway, or like Wawa, it's like super short.
Of course.
I know that
You
that big
gentlemen
debate,
are
Wawa or
very
Sheetz.
noisy.
I haven't had
Guns
much
on the
at
floor.
Wawa, but okay.
Slowly.
Yeah, I know.
Well, no,
So
the
you
capture
from
was
last time.
freaking out for a second there.
Throwing me out a window didn't do it for you?
It looks fine now.
Rafe,
Adam, cut that audio out.
Rafe, come in.
Or leave it in.
Okay, you choose.
Whatever you want to do.
Okay.
You're
I
the
heard
editor.
a little like doo doo doo.
Yeah, I'm
Like
looking
that.
at them right now.
Yeah, I just don't know what it was.
What? Where are you?
It was like
Come
something
back
got
to the
disconnected
cathedral.
or something, or
Follow the holes.
Yeah, it's been doing
I'm on
that.
my way. And for God's sakes, don't shoot him yet.
Not want to hurry then.
Snapple.
Kings Bay.
Oh, I hate you.
Yeah, but where in Kings Bay? You'll need that cross
In
over there
the
to figure it out,
basement.
but there's only 2 people that can tell you how to use it.
Let me guess. You two.
I'll leave it to Rafe. You're gonna be waiting a long time.
Sorry, boys. I'm not here to negotiate. Bring me the crucifix.
It's not a crucifix.
What?
Well, technically, a crucifix refers to a cross that... You know what? Never mind.
Don't touch it!
See ya, bitch!
I'll help her out. Just fucking shoot.
yeah.
Well, she's got like fucking magical ninjutsu powers.
I don't have a weapon.
Yeah, you
You
don't.
did?
What? Where? When?
I don't.
What weapon do you have?
I don't
Why
have,
did then why did that like targeting thing come up whenever you came up?
I don't know.
Do, 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 do. Oh, nope. Never mind.
Oh, I know where you have to go.
You're going to have to jump!
All these like perfectly placed bricks that you have to climb on.
Oh boy, this is fucking ridiculous. Remember that time in the second game where you had to jump across that train?
Yeah.
That's what just happened. Punch!
Now you got a gun!
I got
You're
the
doing
gun.
it!
I like all that story damage you were taking too. All that cutscene damage, right? Oh, there's
It's dog.
a glowing ray
Yeah.
coming out of that guy's crotch.
Where am I going?
I don't know what did he shoot at?
I don't know. Figure out what he's shooting at. There you go. Use your grappling hook.
He's like literally shooting at no one.
Pshur, 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 pshur. He's shooting at rocks because he hates
there are
rocks.
people up there.
hate
Rocks
rocks.
killed his family.
Oh god damn it!
Should probably take some cover there.
I'm just going to assume that Nathan Drake's backstory is like Hey Arnold now, and his parents live in Brazil.
Yep.
In 15 years from now, they're going to make an animated special, and he's going to go find his parents.
I'm really glad that like they barely changed anything. Like the animation looks like completely the same. Like they didn't bother to try any like different like tricks or anything.
Yeah.
I thought you were just gonna say they basically didn't try.
No. After this long, they better fucking try.
So I've talked before about how Becky and I have been watching Hey Arnold recently.
Yes.
And season 4 just takes a fucking dive. Like, you know how I'm trying to think of a show that really, really did it. Okay, had anybody seen Mortal Kombat Defenders of the Realm?
No, but you've talked about it
The
before.
animated show?
Yeah, I know of it. But
Bird's
yeah.
making a face.
I think
Do you mean
you're
like
the
they-
only person on Earth who ever watched
Okay.
that.
Do you mean like they took a dive like in animation quality? Or like
Yes.
just
Yeah.
okay.
So like so obviously like the intros for cartoons are way better looking 98% of the time than the actual show, which
And
is
most
fine.
of the time they never changed them anyway, so
Right.
it's the same.
So in season 4 of Hey Arnold, like there's the intro quality and then the regular show
Right into
quality, and then there's season 4 quality, which is like I don't know what it is. It's just like that. Like I don't know whether it was just a bad conversion for Hulu or what, but it looks terrible. And like Gerald's voice changed.
Well, I mean that's gonna happen. But
Yeah. But it still sounds like the same because they were kids.
Yeah.
So maybe it's like the kid that played Gerald's voice actually changed.
yeah.
But like, it just sounds weird.
And that's weird because like you would normally see that in shows in like animated shows where they've been on for a while. Like look at season 1 of like American Dad to season 8 or 9 of
Right.
American Dad now. Like they got better because
Right.
the animations they knew what they were doing better
Right.
and all of that. Or like you said in the case of Hey Arnold, which is weird considering it's an American show and they usually keep the same team
Yeah.
throughout the course of it. It's not like fucking Dragon Ball where like half of a season is like just they just rent it out to some third fucking party and it just looks like shit for like
It's basically
20-some
like
episodes.
It's like the quality of the original Ninja Turtles cartoon. Where as a kid you're like, yeah, this is really great.
Yeah.
And then you watch it and you're like, why is Michelangelo's mask blue for this entire scene?
yeah, or like any of the old
Why is Donatello talking out of Leonardo's mouth?
yeah like the old Hanna-Barbera cartoons where
Yeah.
like the colors wouldn't match up or
Or
shit
like
like that.
just weird shit and like the animation doesn't look right. Like that's to a lesser extent that's what happens in like season 4 of Hey Arnold where you're like, ah. But we're almost through season 4, so maybe it's just that season. I don't know.
Yeah, and I've said this too. Like, I don't remember much about Hey Arnold. Like, I'd have to go back and watch it. Like, I want to because I really did like Hey Arnold. But I can't stretch this enough is to watch the original movie after you're done watching the series. Because
Yeah.
the original movie is really good.
Yeah.
Yep, just keep
Yeah,
popping that
just
wall
keep
at him.
fucking that wall at him.
Making sweet, sweet love to it.
Also,
So, Adam,
think-
how much do you not give a shit about Hey Arnold?
I
Is it
actually
as
really,
much as I do?
I actually do like Hey Arnold, but I haven't gone back and watched it since I was a kid.
I was trying to figure
I've
out what
literally
birds.
never watched a single episode of Hey Arnold.
It's good.
It's good.
I think you'd like it.
So in that sense, I can say I like it more than I like Doug, because Doug is still a piece of shit in my mind.
Yeah,
Listen,
Disney Doug is terrible.
Yeah. I think even the
We've
people
had this discussion.
I think
far
even the
too many
creators
times.
are regret the decision of giving it to fucking Disney.
Yeah. But yeah, so
We all agree we all hate Cat Dog, though. I can
Yep.
say that.
But apparently giving Fox to Disney is just okay. That's gonna make
I
everything
don't understand.
better, guys.
Okay, so you posted this the other day, and I
Yes.
want to know why you're upset about this.
I am upset about this
because every Fox
because I
movie
don't-
other than Deadpool and Days of Future Past has been terrible.
Truth.
I don't believe it has, but I don't. If you think that them getting the X-Men and Fantastic Four means that they're just gonna pop them into the Marvel universe and they're gonna retcon everything, so the X-Men and the Fantastic Four are there from day one. Like, it's not gonna happen.
Sure it is.
Do you really
I
think
don't
that they're going to
believe
make
it
the
Are you
Fantastic Four good?
so you mean you actually think that all the money that Marvel knowing that X-Men is as popular as it is with as many people as it is.
You will get one X-Men movie every 5 years, and that's all you'll get. And
Ah.
at least now we're getting the new
New Mutants.
movie.
Yeah,
We're
I'm
getting
fucking hyped for that.
We've got Legion, and we've got another show on FX that at least is doing stuff
one?
now with because maybe
Gifted?
they haven't done as well with the movies, but like
Has anyone watched that?
It's not out yet.
The Gifted has been out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think it's been out a couple
I heard
weeks,
it's good.
but I haven't watched
I haven't watched it because I thought
Polaris is in it, so I'll probably watch it.
Who?
Polaris?
Blink is
I
in
thought
it too.
I seriously thought it was like a generic like mutant show.
Well,
That's
the way the
Agents of
characters
S.H.I.E.L.D.?
are, apparently, but
Yeah,
Like
the
how
main
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
characters
kind of is. I was
yeah.
like, I don't want to.
The main characters are just like generic guy 15.
yeah, it's like
But
Mutant of
they're-
the week, but
But they do have like actual legit.
yeah, like
characters in it.
Blink and Warpath.
Oh,
Blink, Warpath, Polaris, somebody else. A guy named Shatter who I don't know anything about.
I'm just
I don't know
I'm
if I
really
still-
afraid that it's not going to work out the way people like this magic thing that's going to work out for.
I don't think for a second that it's just going to be like, oh, the X-Men are in the MCU. Here's fucking Infinity War, and here comes fucking Wolverine. Like, I don't think that's going to happen, and I
No.
don't think it needs to.
And that's
but
the problem. I
Disney's-
don't think any of
Disney's
that
not
stuff needs to happen.
Disney's not stupid enough
No,
to ruin any motion that Fox already made. That's why when you were talking about, oh, they're going to ruin Deadpool, like, no,
That's
they're
what everyone
not.
said
Because
because
they
the
stand to
reason I
make
asked-
entirely too much
The
money
reason
from
I
it.
said that is because Ryan Reynolds said that himself on Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
What if Disney owned the rights to Deadpool? Deadpool would have never been made. It probably would
and
have
again,
never been
But
made.
it did get made, and now it's fine,
Right.
and it's going to be.
I agree. It's just I feel weird about Disney owning everything, and
I don't.
that doesn't exclude X-Men. That means they could have the rights to stuff like fucking Aliens.
Right.
Disney.
What would Disney do with fucking Aliens, guys?
Leave it alone. Because
Disney
they
owns-
know
it
why
needs-
Aliens made money.
Disney,
Do you think I think one of my biggest problems about your thought process here is that you think that Disney is going to put Mickey Mouse ears on everything.
Yeah.
You're right, I do.
They're not
Because
like,
I've seen company like EA put their grubby mitts on everything recently,
Right.
And
Disney's not
it doesn't bode well. And I'm basically just being a cynical piece of shit.
But Disney
because
owns-
everybody is fucking up everything.
Disney owns tons of other movie production companies
they
that
own
aren't
s-
Disney proper.
They own fucking Star Wars, and it's going fucking well.
Yeah.
Right.
I haven't had no complaints since they fucking took over.
I mean, I haven't
own
watched any
Star
of them,
Wars.
but that's not the point.
Right, but like they literally,
Everybody other than me says they're good. So
they're really good. Like I don't see any kind of like change. At all.
I get
I
your
don't-
concern, and
I
this
don't
is
hate the idea, but it's still wary to me. It seems
here's the thing though. Remember that we had this same discussion when they first bought
There's so
Marvel
much
to
coverage to
begin
get
with.
behind.
Yeah, there's not much.
yeah, I understand that. It's still
There was nothing to hide.
Because if
There was
they
that other one,
own
too.
the
Yeah, it was
X-Men, there's
stolen.
no reason for them
Yeah,
to
but
bury
you're-
them anymore.
I think you had
and
more
see
cover,
that's
though.
the thing.
Not like
It's
it
gonna
was
be
much,
it's
but-
gonna be so much better for the X-Men and the comics, especially. I will read X-Men comics if they start making the X-Men. They
Right.
stop making, you know, Well, they just fucking Bendis just went to DC.
Right.
If you don't think the reason because they wouldn't let him do whatever he wanted with fucking X-Men, and he was on a tight leash because of their bullshit, he said specifically that they wouldn't let him make any. They won't let anyone who makes X-Men comics make any new characters because that means that then Fox owns the rights to them.
Right.
And if you don't think that that's a fucking a fucking problem.
I mean, we've had that discussion before.
I know, and I've said that before.
Right.
Honestly, the whole thing would be a hell of a lot better for the comics. And I want to see it for the comics, but people are just acting like...
I would really love to be able to read fucking comic books again.
Yeah, I would too.
Because Marvel in general has been pretty fucking terrible over the last...
And now that the Marvel legacy is basically like, every fucking comic book is going to be its own giant fucking thing. So instead of just, like, being able to read stuff that's not fucking Secret War when Secret War is going on, everything is going to be a fucking Secret War.
Right.
And they're going to lean into everything real hard like they leaned into Captain America being a goddamn Nazi.
Right. And then
even
back
though they
down...
said he's not a Nazi.
And then back down super hard.
And then they back down super hard, so when shit doesn't work, then they're going to have to back down for fucking everything.
Right.
And it's not gonna fucking work.
I get that. I think you have to remember that this was your same reaction when Disney bought Marvel in the first place.
You're not wrong, but it's just my cynical attitude when shit like this happens.
I get it.
It really is.
I think realistically you have to think of it in terms of it being a business and not about anything else. Because why would Disney try to make like with Deadpool? Like why would they try to make Deadpool something else other than it is?
But that's the thing, they wouldn't make it. And that's my issue.
But Fox didn't want to make it to begin with either.
Right. It took a lot of finagling to get that done.
Right.
So it wasn't like Fox.
But even with the finagling, it would have taken Fox. Do you think that even with all the finagling, do you think it ever would have happened with Disney? I'm not sure it would have. That's my concern.
That's a scenario that's never happened.
Yeah, that's
happen. It's just a thought. It's an assumption that they wouldn't. But Fox didn't either. But now that
Fox didn't want to make it, but
if
they made
Disney
it.
does end up owning it, what I love about what Disney is doing, they don't give a shit about how much money it's going to take to make it perfect. All their movies lately have been like heavy reshoots, just like Star Wars. The Han Solo movie has two directors. They're like, all right, these guys aren't working out. They put fucking Ron Howard in there at the last minute and cost them millions of dollars more, hundreds of millions of dollars more just to make it right.
Right.
And I love that they have just an empty pit, there's a bottomless pit of money that they're like, this has to be perfect.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if it were to happen, like I said, the comics, I think it would help so much. Because you basically have a reason to start doing Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
And I'm not the biggest Fantastic Four fan.
Me neither,
but not being able to use them because somebody else, like even in the comics, because somebody else owns them is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I agree.
And also stuff like Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Yeah.
Then you don't have the bitching that happened with
right.
Well, where are the X-Men characters? Well, people don't really remember the X-Men. You're kind of lying out your ass, dude, from Capcom.
Right.
Because everyone remembers the fucking X-Men.
Because they're still making fucking X-Men movies.
Because the entire fucking player base from Marvel vs. Capcom plays because the fucking X-Men games that came before it.
Right.
Okay, so we're exactly in Madagascar.
So, yeah, it's...
was an old pirate haven
and you're right. Like, it's nice that they have money to put into stuff like that. Instead of...
Well, that map chamber...
Have you heard...
We won't get shitty tattooed skin Nightcrawler, which is super important to me.
Yeah.
What are you laughing about?
That's what I want. Do Nightcrawler right and not like shit.
Kevin Feige is the head of Marvel.
Yeah,
like for their cinematic use. A fucking genius. Everything goes through him.
He's good at what he does.
Everything
He's
has to
really
go
good
through
at what
him.
he
It
does.
has to be canonical, whatever. Part of canon.
Kings Bay.
Ooh, we're going to Montego Bay.
We are.
The only other thing I want to say about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, there's just one other thing I want to talk about besides that.
Oh, product placement.
Yeah.
Does Sony even make phones?
Yeah.
I think maybe.
But the the last thing I want to talk about with that is my only other the only big
Of course. What do you mean?
thing that was ever really wrong with the cinematic universe was the fact that they didn't let Edgar Wright do Ant-Man.
Yeah,
And
right.
even though Ant-Man was
Right, yeah,
good,
it grounded us for sure.
apparently people who've read the script for Edgar Wright's Ant-Man said it's like one of the best things they've ever. Like it would have been amazing.
So are you gonna start work tomorrow?
Postponed, actually.
You know,
Looks
after
like
the
we're gonna
fact,
need
like
maybe another 10
people
days or
like what's his name who directed
10 days.
Avengers have kind of like gone off
Hey, well,
today. Maybe this
why don't
isn't
I
always
just,
the best.
go
Right.
ahead and buy
But
a
it's
ticket then?
but it's still nice to see stuff like the guy who directed Thor Ragnarok saying like, yeah, I had a really good time on this. They let me do whatever I wanted to do. So
Okay, well,
sometimes that meddling
don't
isn't
rush. Make
great,
sure that you're
but
safe.
I see why they
Oh, I
have
will.
to do it.
Always do.
It's all business decisions
Listen,
in the end.
I'm sorry, I gotta go. James.
The other thing I want to talk about is a movie that came out like a month ago, and I know no one saw it because it got poor marketing and apparently it's terrible. Is a movie called The Snowman.
I kind of wanted to see that. It looked like
She
it could
knows
have
he's
been
lying,
good.
doesn't she?
She has
Yeah.
yeah,
She
pretty good
does.
Of
suspicion.
course.
I had a feeling it was going to be garbage. It wasn't going to do well.
The reason
but
it's
the
garbage,
trailers actually looked good.
The reason it's garbage is because they were unable, and they said, to film
Hey, you know what?
10 to 15% of the movie.
Paper.
They botched that production so
All right,
hard
this route
that they
right
were
here should take
unable
us
to.
straight to the
They
volcano.
claim it was that they
Getting
were unable
bumpy
to film about 10 to 15.
Let's get the show on
And
the
I
road.
watched a guy talk about it online, and he said it's probably more like 20%. But it is just like, and apparently it's based on like a novel series. So it's this guy, he's a detective,
Noble Bride.
So,
and he
what are we looking for out here?
Well, the map shows all
it's
these
this
structures
detective,
around
and
the
he
volcano,
it's set in like
abandoned
somewhere in
outposts, a handful
like
of watchtowers.
Oslo in
This
Sweden.
looks really good.
And it's basically
Everyone's
this
the most
guy, he has all
wanted
these
man in
women
the world.
captured,
So if
and he
there's
wants them to
something out here,
find
it
these
makes sense.
clues,
You need lookouts.
or he kills
One
them,
of those
and then he
towers
puts
is
like
right
a
on the
snowman head
volcano.
on them, is basically what the
See some
plot is.
ruins up ahead.
But apparently, like, just ran
Wait,
out of
I'll go take a
time,
look.
ran out of money, didn't have, like, just was unfinished, and is just terrible for it. So, like, Adam was saying, like, oh, well, like, Disney just puts all this money in it. Well, that's the opposite. You run out of money, you don't have a fucking finished movie. And you
Right.
can't finish it.
Right. I like. By the way, I liked you jumping dick first into that corner.
Yep.
Just catch it right in the cock.
In the client's face.